Welcome back, basketball fans. We're here at Hall's Gymnasium just on a short break, less than 24 hours ago. We were playing the Earl C. Clements Eagles, and tonight we have a good one here for tonight. We have a team from West Memphis, Arkansas. Let me make sure I say it right. Arkansas State Mid-South Greyhounds.
There you go.
Sounds like we played them on January 31st at their place, and it wasn't too pretty, Paul.
Well, yeah, and we've had that situation before, unfortunately, but it does give you an opportunity to see a team a second time, make some adjustments, see some improvements, hopefully. With some of the changes on the team, basically only playing really 6 or 7 players. So
you talk about adjustments there. I know we played on January 31st, but if you take a snapshot of our roster then compared to our roster now, it looks completely different.
That's true. That's very true.
And Coach Chumler's always kind of mix and match it. We played 6 guys last night, and 5 of them was in double digits. He likes to see that.
Absolutely. You like to see that balanced scoring. Hopefully we'll see some more of that tonight. And again, it's just an opportunity. If your opponent is better than you are, then it's an opportunity for you to work on areas where you need to improve. So hopefully that's what we'll see, and we'll get a good effort out of the Stars tonight. I know they're excited coming off of a victory last night, so good to get a win.
We are. We're looking at this game and 3 more games for the Stars to wrap up the 2019 campaign. We go to 3 Rivers Community College this Saturday, February 23rd. And then the big deal, we wrap it up on March 2nd, next Saturday here at Hall's Gymnasium. That's a big day. We're going to be talking about a lot throughout this broadcast. And the highlight's going to be at 3 o'clock, the CAMS Challenge. But then also we will be televising the games at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock. I will not be here, but you are going to be left with good hands with Mr. Paul.
Well, I don't know about that, but Lord willing, I will be here. But we do have a big day coming up that Saturday. That is the WKCTC tournament that the Stars host every year, and have Earl C. Clements coming in, Elizabethtown, and UC Harrodsburg. So along with the Stars, those will be the 4 teams that will play that day.
I think this is the 2nd or 3rd year, I know it may be the 3rd year at least, that we've done this little CAMS Challenge here to end the season. And it's starting to be a really big event. Basically what it is, we call it kind of like a celebrity game. People that played with Cam Chumler come back, have like a little scrimmage game. I'm not certain, but I'm very confident that WPSD will be here filming it for the news. So you come on out here, and then you can go home, watch the news, and catch yourself on the news as well. And a big thing, there's going to be a sign-up sheet that night, like a table for awareness of becoming an organ donor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very, very important aspect to the game as well. That one is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon that day on March, March 2nd?
March 2nd.
March 2nd, that Saturday here at Hall's Gymnasium.
So if you're watching this and you play with Cam, come play.
Yeah, absolutely. And since Cam played here locally at McCracken County High School, a lot of the players are former McCracken County High School players and other area players that come and play in that game. So, it's a lot of local folks. Some you maybe haven't seen play since high school come back out and support them and support a great cause with CAMS Challenge.
It's all part of it. It starts then, but at 3 o'clock, but the day begins at 11 a.m. When the Stars play Earl C. Clements, the game we played last night. And then at 1 o'clock, we'll have Elizabethtown, a very familiar foe. They're a KCTCS school here in Kentucky, and they will be playing UC Harrodsburg. Not really sure who that is.
Yeah, not familiar with them.
We're going to figure it out, or y'all figure it out.
We'll see.
But we're going to take a short break here, and we'll be back with the starting lineups. You're watching the pregame show, WKCTC Basketball Action.
We all want to get the most for our money, and no other investment yields as great a return as the investment in education. A recent study shows that West Kentucky Community and Technical College adds value to our region through what it's spending, jobs it provides, and added income made by its graduates. Investing in WKCTC has proven results. Let's do the math. For every $1 a student invests in their WKCTC education, they'll receive nearly $7 in higher future earnings than those without a degree. Higher education is positively associated with lifestyle changes that lead to taxpayer savings and societal benefits in better health, less unemployment, and reduced crime, so total benefits to state taxpayers is over $63 million. This means for every tax dollar spent supporting students attending WKCTC, taxpayers will receive nearly $5.50 in return over the course of the student's working life. In fiscal year 2015-2016, WKCTC employed 549 faculty and staff with a payroll of $21 million. The college also spent another $14.5 million on goods and services. This generated over $24 million in added income to our region, or the equivalent of supporting 578 jobs. During the same year, WKCTC alumni and students generated over $117 million in added income to the community. Together, the local impact of having a strong community college in our region was over $141 million in added income, which means more trained workers, more jobs, and a stronger economy. Do the math. WKCTC is good for the region and good for the state.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back here, basketball fans. Here's the starting lineup. I'll turn it over to my buddy Paul Wingfield.
All right, here we go. We're playing Arkansas State University Mid-South. They are the Greyhounds, and their starters are number 1, Jalen Lynn at guard. Number 3, Shahid Hauk, a sophomore at guard. Number 4, Ike Moore, a freshman, also a guard. Number 15 is Zach Bird, a freshman forward. And number 24 is Christian White, the other forward, also a freshman.
They got a bunch of freshmen there, don't they?
They do, absolutely. And now our starters for the WKCTC Stars. Number 1, Dre Smith from Fulton, Kentucky. Number 3, Alex Van Hook from Greenville, Kentucky. Number 22, Lamont Bell, Caruthersville, Missouri, freshman. Number 32, Al McFarland from Madisonville, Kentucky, a sophomore. And number 52, our big man in the middle, Jamison Hicks from Elizabethtown, Illinois.
You know, we played the game last night, and Jamison Hicks did not get the start. But I tell you what, in the second half, Paul, he really crashed the boards really well, ended up with a lot of points. But Coach Shumby don't really care about that as much as the hustle points. And
Absolutely.
We've seen at times Jamison can really get down in there and battle.
He can. He's got a big body, good for working down there in the lane, and he uses that body well.
Absolutely. He's definitely going to be maybe not the tallest here, but can definitely move himself around in the post tonight. Looking at the referees, a couple of them look familiar, but I'm not sure about the one over there closest to the scores table.
I don't know that I have seen him before either. And nice to win the tip. Stars control the tip, have the first possession of the game on their end of the floor.
Last night we started out playing 1-2-2 press. Kind of sped up the Eagles.
Nice drive there by Lamont Bell. Just came up a little short on the shot.
Arkansas State Mid-South. They're in the black here this evening. A lot of matching shoes out there. I like to see that.
And they send up a 3-ball right off the bat. That's Ike Moore with the 3-pointer. And the Greyhounds lead 3-0.
So full-court pressure
nice.
there. Oh. Now, we talked about this last night, and we had popcorn before the game last night. It was too much butter. It was just slipped it right through.
Absolutely.
He ate popcorn again.
That looked like it. Just a great look there by Dre. Had Hicks wide open and just went through his hands.
2 for 2 here for the Greyhounds. The last basket there was by Christian White. Inside.
And off to a quick 5-0 lead for the Greyhounds.
We mentioned we played in West Memphis on January 31st, and the Greyhounds won pretty easily. But still a lot of positives you can take from a loss as well.
Absolutely.
Christian White, back-to-back basket there. 7-0. I kind of looked over at Chumble. You're going to call a timeout, but we're going to keep it going.
Looking like Mr. White has a nice little touch there down low.
Almost over the back there. Nice save by Alex Van Hook. We haven't had a good look at the basket yet, Paul.
No, we really haven't. Dre's had a couple of decent passes to try to put guys in position, but not been able to convert thus far. And so we're going to have our first foul of the game. Going to be on Alex Van Hook. And going to send Shahid Hauk to the line for the Greyhounds. He'll shoot 2.
I thought he was number 2. He's number 3.
He's number 3.
Who's number 2 for the Greyhounds?
Jalen Sasser. We'll get him. If he gets in the game, we'll make sure we've got the info. And now, as predicted by my broadcast partner here, Coach Chumbler calls a timeout.
Quick timeout. Let's just keep it here, folks. Talk about this slow start here for the Stars. Last night we kind of almost put ourselves into a position where we're going to press the opposing team, kind of get our blood flowing, and it's almost like the exact opposite here tonight.
Yeah, it's looking that way, and that's unfortunate. We talked about the fact that we played this team a month or so ago, and they were very athletic, very good, had a difficult time with them, so you really hope, knowing that you come out with and have a good start to kind of build some momentum and get your confidence back, but unfortunately that has not been the case.
They came with a trap up top and just a lot of ball pressure from their guards. That's number 4, Ike Moore. He's hit a 3 and a 2 here in the game.
And unfortunately for the Stars, it's an 11-0 deficit.
It's a good take there by Dre.
Dre Smith strong to the bucket and pulls up and puts the Stars' first points on the board.
You've seen a lot of that over the last couple of years, haven't you?
I have. Well, as we've talked about before, Dre is one of our local players, played at Fulton County High School, and I've done some announcing for the All-A Classic that Fulton County plays in every year.
Basket there by Zach Bird. Very balanced scoring attack. 4 Greyhounds already scored here in the opening few minutes. And another turnover. Last night, that was us creating those turnovers.
Yes.
Nice kind of, the switch is flipped just a touch here early going.
That's one of the things the Stars are going to have to figure out quickly. Their pressure is really giving WKCTC some problems.
Kind of skip pass over to Ike Moore. That's his second. I think he can shoot, Paul.
Yes. I'm afraid that he can.
He's got 8 points. He's got the good number, that award number 4.
And looks like we're going to have the first foul against the Greyhounds, called against Ike Moore. It'll be his first and the team first. And let's see if the Stars can build up some ways that they can work around this pressure that the Greyhounds have been giving.
Good take by Bell. It was just got out of control there. Off balance.
Yeah, I think he was kind of looking at the referee, hoping he was going to get a foul call, but no such luck.
He's right there in front of everybody. No, not going to get that call.
Yeah.
2-3 defense here for the Stars. We're keeping it out of the post for the most part, but they've already knocked down a couple threes. Thought he was going to take another one there.
Yeah, if you're going to play that zone, you got to rotate quickly and leaving. And that was the first time they worked the ball inside and got a pretty close-in shot.
I'll call out of bounds there. That was kind of bang-bang. I wasn't sure about that one.
That was pretty close. He said he had a toenail out of bounds when the ball touched him, so we'll take it. We need everything we can get at this point. Absolutely.
Quick start here by the Greyhounds. Davis Hitt's going to try to kick it out if he can. Mont Bell, I'd see him going. Man-to-man defense for the Greyhounds. Pull-up jumper. No good. Christian White kind of taking over here the inside game.
Absolutely. He's listed the same height as Jamison. Both of them listed at 6'6", but he definitely Definitely has some springs in those legs. He can get up. And it looks like we got another timeout by Coach Chumbler.
Let's take one with on just a 30-second one. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
We're back here after that short timeout. It seems like we're playing the 2-3 zone on defense. The Greyhounds kind of tearing it apart. One thing I've noticed, they're kind of getting the short corner down here. If you was able to see, and then they're able to make a skip pass, and then it makes our defense all out of whack.
Absolutely. Now, Jacob, having been in those huddles before in similar situations, what do you think Coach Chumbler is telling the Stars during that timeout?
I think right now it just starts with effort. Let's just take care of the basketball a little bit more. Look for each other. Try not to do everything by yourself. We got 5 guys out there just like they do.
Good effort there by Lamont Bell. Couldn't get the bucket, but hustled, got inside, got a couple of good shots, got the ball back, and we've got the Stars with the ball underneath their own basket.
Good take up by Dre Smith, but want to try to absorb that contact, but they're just big inside right now. Not necessarily tall, but they put their hands up.
Yes, they do.
Another 3-pointer.
Goodness gracious.
That is Shaheed Hawk, is that correct? Number 3?
Yes, sir. That is, and these
they got
these
3
boys
threes.
These boys from Arkansas State Mid-South came ready to play.
They can shoot it. You know, when we kind of got here, we was wondering if they were even in the building, if they was here, and they are here and ready to play, because they weren't out there warming up yet.
There we go.
Good job there by Al McFarland.
Absolutely. Basket's going to count. Foul was on number 15, Zach Bird of the Greyhounds. And Al McFarland will be at the line, shooting 1. Greyhounds making some substitutions at this point, bringing in number 12, Caleb Henry, number 13, Garrett Finley, and number 32, Cameron Rose. Rose is a 6'8" sophomore from Jackson, Tennessee.
You know, we mentioned a lot of freshmen in the starting lineup, but that's a big sophomore right there.
That's a big man.
Cameron Rose, number 32, in the middle of the paint there in black.
You can see him standing next to Hicks, and he's...
How tall is he listed?
He's listed at 6'8".
I believe it.
and Hicks is listed at 6'6", and you can definitely see the height advantage there for Mr. Rose.
Al McFarland missed that free throw here on this end. Good pressure there by Al McFarland. There's some of the energy we were talking about in that last huddle.
Absolutely.
My goodness, Paul.
Have they missed a shot, Jacob?
I don't know what they have, honestly.
Garrett Finley there for the Greyhounds with a bucket.
If they miss it, they got the rebound and shot it again.
Absolutely.
4 3-pointers here, and
goodness,
played just about 6 minutes. Good to see the Stars are running some sets here, set some screens inside. Nice look by Jay Smith inside. Al McFarland off the mark. Rebound there by the person who shot the 3, Finley. Garrett Finley. Here comes another one. Not to say, but
they
second
missed
chance
one,
opportunity.
Finley there again with his second bucket in his many trips down the floor. Nice tip in there by him.
You also like to think about games like this. It might be a blowout on the scoreboard or something like that, but it's always great. And that's a nice take by Lamont Bell.
Absolutely.
It's always great to get exposure playing teams that are better than you.
Oh, absolutely. If you can stay focused, you will improve. You may not see it on the scoreboard, but you will improve.
Absolutely. You know, this is like when you come here and play at West Kentucky Tech, this is an opportunity to use this as a stepping stone. You hear a lot of times coaches go to Murray State, stay there for a few years, then go to a bigger college.
Right.
Same thing with one of my good buddies, Marcus Burnett. You know, he played here for 2 years and went on and played more years at Bethel University.
Okay.
So use this as a stepping stone. It's all about, it's kind of like politics, Paul. It's all on who you know.
That's very, very true. All right. Missed a shot and only got one shot down the floor that time. And Stars came away with the rebound, but Houck picked the pocket and took it down the floor and scored.
Hopefully I didn't sound too rude about the politics part, but
No, I
it's
know
all
exactly
about
what you meant.
and see, like, when you think about it this way, this coach for the Greyhounds, what's his name, Chris Parker.
Chris Parker.
After the game, he might be like, hey, I really like the way that Lamont Bell played. I know a coach out here
absolutely,
out west. You know, it's all about connections.
Absolutely. Ike Moore has come back in the game for the Greyhounds.
You know, call a charge there. Get a little momentum here for the Stars.
We'll take that. I believe that was on Ike Moore. He just came back into the ball game. And that's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
21-point lead for the Greyhounds. Still under man-to-man defense. Good screen there by Alex Van Hook. Kind of picked and popped.
Oh, very nice.
Nice three.
Screen and then came off the screen, hit the open three. That's the kind of thing Coach Chumbler's looking for.
I bet they're going to look for Cameron Rose on the inside this possession. He's number 32 down the post.
He's working the lane down there, and
There he is.
Jacob. Well, maybe that's why he doesn't start.
We want him shooting.
Yeah, yes.
We want him shooting.
Let's work it down there low to him a little more. Hey, Stars catching on fire here a little bit. Lamont Bell with a nice three-pointer.
Back-to-back threes. Let's take a timeout with them. You're watching WKCTC basketball action. We're back here at Hall's Gymnasium. Back-to-back three-pointers by Lamont Bell and Alex Van Hook. Call for a timeout.
Yeah, Coach.
Cut the lead.
Yeah, Coach Parker there. The Greyhounds decided he didn't like two wide open looks and 2 threes hit by the Stars, so he called his players over, and their bench is closest to where we sit, and couldn't hear what he was saying, but he was pretty animated. He was not very happy. And nice look there by Dre Smith down the floor. McFarland with a bucket.
6 points for Big Al.
That's good. Stars have cut this lead down to 13.
Talking more on defense. So we need just a slow start here this evening. Easy bucket inside.
Nice look there by Rose as he's found Garrett Finley down in the lane.
7 early points for Garrett Finley. About the second time that's happened where James Hicks kind of just right on his fingertips.
Yep, just not quite getting control of the ball.
Stars playing man-to-man defense now. No, excuse me, 2-3.
Yeah, it looks like they're still
No,
in
it is man.
No, yeah,
They fooled me.
the way the players were aligned, it still looked
It
like
still
as
looks
though
like
just
it.
because where they were standing, but it is obviously man-to-man. And they put it down to Rose. And again, we're thus far,
Yes.
we like that play.
We like those percentages.
Yes.
How falling with the take. Go up strong.
Absolutely. Harlan with a little Euro step there. Basket counts.
Nice replay here by Brandon Story in the truck. Brandon Story, Dan Shepard, Lawrence Johnson making us look better tonight.
Absolutely. That foul was on Caleb Henry of the Greyhounds. That is his first, team fourth. And McFarland will be rewarded with a free throw. Trying to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Cameron Rose back to the bench. I mentioned we like him shooting.
McFarland not able to convert the free throw, but like what we've seen from the Stars here in the last few minutes, as they have hit some shots and cut into this deficit. 31-18, down by 13 with a little over 9 minutes left in the first half.
We've attempted a couple of free throws, both by Al McFarland, missed them both in this game.
Here we go. Always like to see him miss and like to see him just get one opportunity to shoot the ball down the floor.
And throughout the course of a game, if you can just eliminate second chance opportunities, you're going to give yourself a good opportunity to win the game.
Absolutely.
Good take by Lamont Bell. There's the effort.
Good hustle. Jashad Fleming, I hadn't mentioned, he came into the game just a few minutes ago, is in the game for the first time for the Stars.
That was too easy there.
Too easy.
Yep. 9 points for Finley. He's number 13 on your screen. Kind of like standing now. See what we can do on the offensive end. Kind of give and go. Mike Moore, he can play. He's a ball player.
Yes, he is.
And he's just a freshman too, isn't he?
Yes.
Mike Moore.
Yes, he is. He's from Fort Smith, Arkansas. So he stayed close to home as he began his college career there at Arkansas State Mid-South.
Couldn't say that about the team a couple games ago. They was not from home.
No, they were not.
It was all over the country.
Fleming took the shot there as the 30-second clock was expiring.
Good foul there by Al McFarland. Wanted to let know the Greyhounds that you're not just going to get an easy bucket. It's going to send number 0, Kamari Mars, to the free throw line. Their third attempt at the free throw line, 2 for 3 at the game.
Dre Smith going to check back in for the Stars. Going to give Jameson Hicks a little breather.
One for 2 there by Mars. Greyhounds kind of backed off the pressure they came out with in the very beginning. They were full force.
They were, and the Stars are having a difficult time with that pressure at first, but they have backed off that. Nice look inside to Van Hook.
Yeah, good cut and screen.
Oh.
Good screen.
Everything but the bucket done right on that one.
Lamont Bell with the foul. I kind of see Lamont kind of getting a little frustrated here. A couple possessions ago, had a lot of great effort, unable to convert on the offensive end. Gets the foul there. But just his first. I like that.
That is good, and only the third team foul thus far.
Yeah, last night's game, there was only 6 fouls called the whole first half.
Oh, wow.
Then they made up for it in the second half. But while that happening there, we're kind of, it was all happening right in front of us.
Yes. it again was good hustle by Lamont. He saw a defender in the lane and made an adjustment, tried to get around him. And in making the adjustment, it messed his shot up, and didn't go where he intended for it to.
Yeah, it kind of jumped too early there as Ike Moore with another layup. 12 points for Ike Moore, including 2 long balls. We are attacking the basket.
Yes.
That's great. We're not just selling for 3-pointers.
Fouls on number 15, Zach Bird of the Greyhounds. Going to send Van Hook to the line. For the Stars, he'll shoot 2.
Alex hit a 3-pointer to start a little mini run earlier in this game. 1 for 1 at the free throw line. Going to bring back in Christian White. He's been a force to be reckoned with down low.
And going to take a full timeout. Coach Chumbler calls it over on the side, wants to talk over some things with his Stars.
We'll just keep it here this time, 38-19, Greyhound lead. We kind of cut back into it there for a little bit, but then again, they jumped right back out to a 19-point lead. What's something we can do different? I like how the Stars are driving into the lane, and if we can get some points from the free throw line, it's going to be helpful.
Absolutely. Yeah. They again, as we've talked about, in games like this, you have to almost ignore the scoreboard.
Yes.
And just work on improving in areas where you know you need to improve.
Sometimes that's hard to do, but
it is, yeah, because it's a mental thing. You have a tendency to think, man, we're getting beat here bad, and that can defeat you mentally. You've got to work through that and just look for positives. Improve in areas where you can improve. And like you said, one area the Stars have done well in tonight and can still work on is penetrating, going hard to the glass, getting fouls, and making trips to the foul line.
Yeah. Limiting the turnovers, too.
Absolutely.
Getting a little bit better on the last few minutes here, but limiting those turnovers and getting on the defensive boards. Not a lot of those second chance opportunities. Alex Van Hook, 4 points, looking for number 5.
And he goes 2 for 2 to the line that trip, and that's what you're looking for.
18-point lead for the Greyhounds, 38-20. Still man-to-man defense for the Stars.
Nice steal there by Dre. Oh, and a jam by Mr. Smith.
He had a couple of them last night. He's feeling it.
I'm telling you. Young man's only 6'2". He's got some hops.
And it kind of creates more energy on the defensive end. Nice look there by Dre Smith, under control. Kind of reset Alex Van Hook.
Good hook. Comes up just a little short on the 3. Ball comes back. There we go. And again, taking it to the hoop, and you get rewarded with a trip to the foul line.
Watch this replay here. Nice dunk here by Dre Smith.
Ooh.
I like that. Oh, I like the camera above the rim.
Oh, looky here.
Nice job, Brandon. Love it.
Once again, the guys in the truck making us look good.
1 for 1 there from Lamont Bell. He's got 6 points in the game. He's kind of our glue to this team. Where he goes, we'll go.
Absolutely.
Three for 6 from the line, the Stars are tonight.
Rimmed that second shot out, and the Greyhounds bring it back down, but the Stars
turnover again.
Cause a turnover.
Another foul. I want to make a mention. We're kind of on a run here. It kind of makes me think about the fans in the crowd. When from the screen that you're looking at home, there's about 7 people here,
right,
on that side. But there's a lot of people behind the Stars bench, and a lot more than there was last night. So you like to see that.
Good. That was the 7th team foul for the Greyhounds. So from this point forward, it'll be 1-1 for the Stars. McFarland was fouled in the act of shooting, though, so he shoots 2 and hits the first one.
Kind of thinking about the way this game started, there was a big punch thrown by the Greyhounds. We're responding.
Absolutely. You got to love that. And again, they've cut it down to 13, and it has been through hustle and effort and being rewarded by taking it hard to the hole and getting fouled and making trips to the foul line. Oh.
A nice little block there by Jashad Fleming.
Looked clean to me.
That was a nice block there by Jashad Fleming. You think, he might have got the body. Well, the ball was way out.
Absolutely. First one on Jashad. Going to send Caleb Henry to the line. He's one of the Greyhound sophomores from Olive Branch, Mississippi. They've got a couple of players from Olive Branch, Mississippi.
I wonder if that's close to West Memphis.
It could be.
Or
could very well be.
Might still be close. 2 for 2 at the line, Caleb Henry. Greyhound shooting it well from the free throw line, 5 for 6.
5-minute mark here in the first half.
Good screen there by Dre Smith. A lot more screens here for the Stars, a lot more movement, ball movement. Under control. One done there for the Stars. A rebound by number 13, Finley. He also has 9 points in the ball game. Second chance opportunity there. Kamari Mars.
Kamari Mars for the Greyhounds there at the right place at the right time. Got that rebound and was able to put it back up immediately for the score. Dre Smith directing traffic here for the Stars. Nice three-point basket by Lamont Bell.
His second three-pointer of the game. Love seeing him hit threes.
Absolutely. As you have mentioned before, he's kind of our Energizer bunny. As he goes, usually the rest of the team goes. Dre pulls up for a nice little 15-footer.
That's a nice shot for him.
That was a very nice shot. And the Stars just they keep working. Cut the lead to 12.
Just to remind the folks at home, the game was 23-2 to start this game.
Drive there by Finley. But yes, the Stars, to their credit, they have fought back. They have not hung their heads. They have not quit. And they are continuing to work hard on both ends of the floor. And there's another one.
Rashad Fleming, he kind of felt all the contact, all the pressure there. Arms draped around him. I'm going to take this up strong. You see on the replay here. Great feed by Dre.
Good position there in the lane, getting the pass and turning for the score.
Rashad Fleming, first time at the free throw line tonight. Off the mark. 3 for 7 as a team. Excuse me, 5 for 9. I think there was a foul down there.
Yeah, the last one I didn't think was a foul, and they called it. I guess maybe this was a makeup call. That looked like a foul that they didn't call, so we'll take it. We'll take it and be happy. Greyhounds making a couple of substitutions there.
Love the pressure here from the Stars. Just a lot more active on defense, active hands, getting in the passing lanes. Only one shot, too.
And that's what you want. Don't give them more than one opportunity down the floor.
Lamont Bell's feeling pretty good right now. Off the mark.
Just got a little too far under the bucket that time and lost control. And
he can shoot.
Ike Moore, do not leave that man alone.
Got 3.
Do not give him any open shots. He will hurt you.
15 points in the first half already.
And a 15-point lead for the Greyhounds. Fleming comes up a little short.
Kind of fade away there. Want to go up and absorb that contact. There's the foul. I heard it. With the headset on.
Yeah, I think that was going to be on Dre.
Scoring stand number 12, Caleb Henry back to the line. He just knocked down 2 for 2 a moment ago.
And that one rolls around and rims out. We are right at the 2-minute mark remaining in the first half. And the Greyhounds leading by 15.
I'd like to remind you to stay for the for the halftime show and also the post-game show as well. Get Gary McLean in here with the official stats.
Absolutely.
Rashad Fleming with a 3-point bucket on the wing.
And a long rebound out to Dre Smith. Dre looks, heads up.
It hit our table.
Fortunately, there was
good reflexes, Paul.
There was
one guy.
There was a big guy walking by me, and I thought, okay, it's either going to hit him or me.
You're going to hit him in the head.
Exactly. All right, Greyhounds back down the floor.
Good defensive pressure there by Lamont Bell. Inside, too easy again.
Yeah, good ball movement. And too easy of a shot. Finley again with a bucket.
18-point lead for the Greyhounds, approaching a minute to go here in the first half. For the most part, both teams have played man-to-man. Turnover.
They have. Stars started out in a 2-3 zone, but didn't stay in it very long.
Quickly came out of that. Couldn't be in that too long.
Absolutely.
Especially with the way they came out firing.
Isn't that the truth?
A lot better defensive effort there.
Absolutely.
Great job of Van Hook knocking it away. And again, just a reminder, just only a few more times you can see here your Stars in action. On Saturday, March 2nd, they will play 2 games, one at 11 and then one at either 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So hopefully you can come out to Hawes and watch them.
And again, that all will take place here at Hawes Gymnasium on Saturday, March
2nd.
See
if we can get something here. Lamont Bell fakes on the 3-pointer. That's a nice take by him off the mark. Once they get going, they go fast.
They do.
Number 2.
There's several guys that see the floor very well and very quick ball movement and good little team.
I wonder if number 2 just come in the game because he's not sweating at all. I don't know if he's in really good shape or what.
I think he just came in.
Maybe he just came in.
And he passes.
He's playing a hot potato and couldn't get the ball up there.
That's the end of the first half. Greyhounds with the lead 52-32.
That was kind of our gift there. They didn't want to shoot.
Absolutely. We appreciated that.
That's right. We're going to see how much time they put up on the clock. Last night it was 12, I believe, but we might go for 15 here tonight. Who knows? But we will be back with something and talk about the first half with Mr. Paul and also Mr. Gary McLean. Let's take a short break. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
A new scholarship for nursing students at West Kentucky Community and Technical College is making a difference in the life of Olivia Pfizer, the first student to receive the Bailey N. Holt Tribute Scholarship.
To be the first recipient of this scholarship is such an honor for me, especially coming from Marshall County, and I just hope that Bailey is proud of me and will watch over me while I go through school, and I'll just keep her in my mind.
Paducah Uniform Headquarters owner Kimberly Davis established the $500 scholarship as a way to honor Bailey Holt, one of the students who died in the shooting at Marshall County High School in January 2018. Davis says when she found out that Bailey wanted to be a nurse, she knew she had to do something for the family.
We knew we had to help out, be a part of, do something to live out Bailey's passion.
She wanted to be a labor and delivery nurse. That was her dream. That was her heart. That was her being. She wanted to be a nurse. That's all she talked about.
Like Bailey, Olivia wants to be a labor and delivery nurse. The scholarship is helping Olivia work toward that dream.
We used the scholarship to help pay for my first semester of nursing school. It went towards my tuition. The scholarship was really a big blessing for me and my family.
The scholarship requires students to be enrolled in the WKCTC nursing program, earn a minimum 3.0 GPA, and possess the qualities of scholarship, leadership, and community service. Applicants also wrote an essay on why they wanted to become a nurse. When Kimberly received the essays, she made the choice not to read them.
I didn't want to sway the family. I wanted them to read the essays and choose who spoke to them.
The way she wrote her essay, it touched my husband and I both. My first impression of Olivia was she reminded me so much of Bailey. In so many ways. She loves her family, loves her friends, and has a true passion for nursing, and that was very important to us.
Whenever I got the call, I didn't even think about the money. I just can't believe that they picked me.
It's not about the money, it's about helping people, and the hashtag be like Bailey, be kind, help others, be true to yourself, and follow your dreams. and I think that's what Olivia is going to do.
Secret and Olivia meeting for the first time. The smiles on their faces reflect how the scholarship has built a lifelong connection between them.
What's going on?
And we're back here at Hall's Gymnasium on the side of West Kentucky Community and Technical College. Just great talking to my good buddy Gary McLean. This is my last time of
I
the
know.
2019.
I know what's up with that.
I know.
Well, I guess we'll be able to manage. I don't know.
It's always a pleasure working with you, buddy. And,
you too, buddy.
We'll see you again after the game, too.
That's right,
But,
yeah.
It was a quick start by the Greyhounds. My goodness.
Real quick start. I mean, and we couldn't slow them down for anything.
When I got here tonight, and I talked to Paul, and they was not out in even warming up or anything. Well, they're here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Are they here yet? Yeah, they're here.
They're here.
They came.
Believe me, they are here, and they made their presence known.
Yeah, it was a
Real quick.
23-2 start, and as you see the crowd there's a lot more crowd here this evening compared to last night. Less than 24 hours ago we were playing, but
yeah, I think I liked the score last night halftime better than the score tonight.
We kind of responded there, though.
Yeah, I mean, actually, we had 35 points at halftime last night. Now we got 32. It's just the other team's gone the other direction, you know. So, anyway, well, let's see here with Arkansas State Greyhounds. They had Kamari Mars. It's Mars, M-A-R-R-S. Yes, he had 3. Jalen Sasser had 2. Shahid Halk had 7. Ike Moore, he had 15, and he was all over the place. He's a good player.
He had 15, that's what.
Yeah. Caleb Henry had 3. Garrett Finley had 12. Zach Bird had 2. And Christian White had 8 for a total of 52 points with 8 fouls during that first half. Fouls again tonight were down, which probably is a good thing, really.
Yeah.
And then for West Kentucky Tech, we have Dre Smith with 6. Alex Van Hook had 5. We had Lamont Bell had 9. Al McFarland had 10. Jameson Hicks did not score, and Jashad Fleming had 2 for 32 points, and we had 6 fouls on our side.
Okay, what's going to have to happen here in the second half for the Stars to come back and win this game?
Maybe the other team stay in the locker room.
Hey, no.
I'm just kidding. I love my Stars.
No,
the only thing they really got to do is they got there for a little bit. They got into a spurt, and they were trapping them, and they were taking the ball away from it, and that's what they're going to have to do the rest of the game.
Absolutely.
They really
That's
are.
just part of it, and you think about even for a loss to this type team, you think you Coach Shumbler or you're the players, you would much rather play this team than the game last night.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
this is the type game that'll get you ready to go into tournament time.
Absolutely.
And, of course, I was just kidding about that part, and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't hurt nobody's feelings for that or anything like that. That is for sure. But like I say, I think if they stay focused and basically whittle away at it as what they done there for a little bit, they got her down to 12,
Exactly.
and that was good. I mean, it was just little, inch by inch, little by little. And so that's what they're going to have to this second half.
Absolutely. And again, for the people at home, if you're looking at us, don't change your color on your screen. He just went to Florida.
But I'm fading.
Yeah.
I'm fading fast. And color too. No, just kidding.
Look at the difference, man. Look at my forehead. That's awful.
What you say? Well,
I'm white. You red.
I kind of like the sun just a little bit.
I know it. Well, again, we're going to come out here in the second half. We're going to look for any type of positive we can moving forward. Again,
we're positive.
The next home games here will be March 2nd, so keep that in your calendar. But we're going to take a short break here. Be back with Mr. Paul Wingfield. We'll see Gary again after the game and wrap things up.
That sounds like a plan.
Thank you, sir. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action.
At West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we offer online classes that are flexible, affordable, and fit your life. Classes to help you make a better life for yourself and your family.
Half of the classes that I took at WKCTC were online. I took those because they were convenient, because they allowed me to go at my own pace, and they allowed me to work.
Online classes can allow you to start or advance your education while you are still working or taking care of your family.
I would say to people that are motivated and disciplined to definitely take some online classes at WKCTC.
Welcome back here, basketball fans. As we figured, less than 7 minutes ago, here until the start of the second half, and the Stars are out there warming up. The Greyhounds are still talking about something, not sure really what they're talking about. They're out 20 points, but the Stars out here warming up again.
Wouldn't think they would have a whole lot that they needed to cover, but they have not yet returned to the floor from their halftime break. Stars are back out warming up.
Maybe they need the full 15 minutes.
Perhaps.
I don't know. We always kind of mention this. We mentioned it last night. As a player, just go ahead and do 10 minutes. Get out here and get your blood flowing again. A lot of times, you hope this never happens, but like a time like this, you have your halftime. You go in there and you get cold. You get stiff. It takes a little bit more for your muscles to get going. And not that it's it's always a possibility, but something like that, you could have an injury more likely in the second half. But
absolutely. Greyhounds are now making their way back out onto the floor for their warm-up prior to the second half. But Jacob, again, I'll go to you as a former player. In a situation like this, you're trailing by 20 at the half. What did Coach Chumbler, do you believe, what did he tell the team during this halftime break?
Well, I think it really starts with little by little. Oftentimes you think about the first 4 minutes of the second half, first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half. See how it's going to occur, how is the game going to change from compared to the first half?
Right.
You think about the first 4 minutes of the first half, it was 23-2.
Yeah.
So let's try to prevent that. Let's make sure we match their intensity and have more intensity, especially on the defensive end. And that really was a factor there towards the end of the first half. We matched their defensive intensity, and that's how we was able to kind of cut back into that lead of the 12 points at one time. But then also, for the Stars, on the offensive end, of course, you're going to have to make up some ground. Defense can't do everything. Be unselfish. A lot of times you want to, I'm just going to knock off this 20-point lead by myself. You can't do that. You got to still be able to play within yourself and within the team.
Absolutely. Very, very solid points all the way around. You definitely do not want to start the second half like you started the first half.
Yes.
You cannot.
If they did that,
yourself.
Go ahead and start the bus and go on home, because it's not going to be pretty.
No, it definitely is not. And a part of the problem in the beginning of the first half was the Stars did not handle the pressure well that the Greyhounds came out with. I don't anticipate them coming out with that same pressure with a 20-point lead, but you never know. Coach may want to work on their full court press, and Stars need to be ready for whatever.
And I would like to see the Stars come out with a full court press. Last night we started with a 1-2-2 press, and it kind of got our blood flowing, like I mentioned. It kind of gets the players like, oh, Coach wants to play some defense tonight.
Absolutely.
We're going to play. And we think about that, just driving back half court. Well, you've got the half court to defend. You're playing full court, you got to make sure you don't get beat long or anything like that. It's going to make sure that you're going to be more on your toes, if you will, on the defensive end. But again here, it's a 20-point lead, 52-32. Some small goals. Let's try to think of some small goals here in the second half for the Stars. Let's try to make the final score less than 20.
Absolutely. You're down by 20 at the half. Like you said, you're not going to get all those points back in the first 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. But if you cannot allow them to extend that lead, in the first 3, 4, 5 minutes. If you can at least keep it at that or cut into it a little bit, that definitely would be a goal.
Exactly. Kind of maintain where we're going at right here. Mr. Gary McLean had a good point. We had 32 points here tonight, and we only scored 35 last night. So we're kind of in the same little range here. But again, just the offense of what we're talking about is just a little bit different from the other team. But we're going to take a break here, and we will be right back with the second half. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
One of the things that was valuable to me with the education I received with mechanical engineering is problem solving. I use problem solving every day, whether it be dealing with a personnel issue or whether it be dealing with something that's failed within the facility. Some of the reasons I came to WKCTC were, for one, the affordability, but then also the fact that there's fewer distractions here. My degree with WKCTC has been able to improve my life significantly because of all the extra resources that were available to me and a lot of the things I've been able to accomplish that I wouldn't have without this degree.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Here we are.
We're back here at Hall's Gymnasium for the start of the second half. 20-point lead here for the Greyhounds. Stars going to open up in man-to-man defense.
And going to be the Greyhounds' ball as we begin the second half. Their possession at half court, and they bring it on their side of half court.
Good pressure there by the Stars. One shot.
Maybe, maybe there's a good omen. One shot, a miss, and a Stars rebound.
Nice take by Lamont Bell. Corner
Back
three.
Van Hook comes up a little short. And looks like Jameson's going to be called for over the back.
I think he was really pushing that man down inside.
Jameson Hicks.
And that's Jameson's second personal foul and the first team foul of the second half, although they have not reset the team fouls on the scoreboard. Basket there by Jalen Lynn.
I think there. Just as you mentioned the scoreboard, I bet that's what it's about.
I think the referees also noticed that as well and realized that the team fouls had not been reset as we began the second half.
Just a little bit different on your screen at home. You're not able to see that.
Nope, everything is correct on your screen at home. There you go. There's a shot of the scoreboard, and it's still showing the fouls from the first half. And they've got the guest back to 0. Trying to get the home side back to, should be 1 at this point because Jameson Hicks just had the first foul of the second half.
talked about which team was going to come out here in the forecourt press. The Greyhounds.
Yes, we talked about that and wondered this is how they started the game, and also one of the ways they came out to such a big lead in that first half. The Stars were not able to handle their pressure well, but hopefully some halftime adjustments, and if they've seen this pressure now already, it'd be good practice for the Stars.
Now, also, I don't think the scoreboard's right because they just scored 2 points on that layup. So they should be 54.
You are correct, sir.
Because hey, they listened to me.
I'm telling you.
They heard me. Mr. Gary, he's over there getting them straightened out.
All right, let's see. Stars handled the pressure much better that time down the floor.
A good kind of like skip pass there by Al, but way too hard, way too high.
Yeah. Hard and high and through Dre Smith's hands and out of bounds. Greyhounds back on their end of the floor. That's Ike Moore that just had the ball. You do not want to let him shoot.
He hit 3 threes in the first half for 15 points, team high.
Oh.
He almost stuffed that back. Me and you could have done that, though, Paul, what he did.
If I had a 6-foot ladder.
But again, a second chance opportunity here for the Greyhounds if they can capitalize. It'll be good by the Stars. What you not want to do.
Yes, Jamison was not expecting that pass, wasn't looking that way. And the Greyhounds with the turnover bring it back to their end of the floor.
Ike Moore, Jamison Hicks scoring him. He's their 3-point specialist. Good ball movement.
Oh! Looked like a clean block.
Pretty clean.
By Dre, but referees didn't see it the same way that we did.
Take a look for yourself here. That's clean.
That looked pretty clean. Looked like all ball, but wasn't the call, so that's going to send the Greyhounds to the line. That's Dre Smith's second personal foul.
You know, if they wanted to come over here and look at the replay, we could show them.
Absolutely. But I don't think they would change the call either way, but we could hope.
Was a good defensive effort there.
Jalen Lynn is the Greyhound who was fouled and is at the line. Makes the first of 2.
Jalen Lynn, is he a freshman too?
Jalen Lynn is a freshman from Collierville, Tennessee.
Collierville. Never heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I don't know exactly where it is.
Much like last night, the Stars only played 6 players. Only 6 players have gotten in tonight as well.
And Coach Chumler not happy that they are not handling this pressure. I'm sure it's something they talked about at halftime.
Oh, timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full one. Let's take one with them. You're watching WKCTC basketball action. And we're back here at Hall's Gymnasium, 17:58 on the clock here in the second half. 24-point lead for the Greyhounds. We just kind of mentioned again, next Saturday, if you don't have plans, now you do. Beginning at 11 o'clock here at Hall's Gymnasium, the Stars will take on the Eagles of Earl C. Clements, who we played last night. At 1 o'clock, Elizabethtown Community and Technical College will play UC Harrodsburg. At 3 o'clock will be Cam's Challenge. At 5 o'clock will be the consolation game or the third place game. And at 7 o'clock, hopefully your Stars will be playing for the championship of the WKCTC Invitational.
And again, all that takes place on Saturday, March 2nd. Hope you will make your way out to Hall's Gymnasium and support your Stars as well as a worthy cause in Cam's Challenge.
It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a big way to kick off March Madness.
Absolutely. Yes, that's very,
March
very true.
March is here.
March is here. Oh, mercy.
My. That would have been crazy.
Lob pass there to White. Almost converted the alley-oop, but couldn't quite get the dunk to go.
On that pass, somebody was just throwing at the rim. I just looked above the rim. Who's going to go out there and grab it? Off the mark, though. Inside, outside. That's why you work the defense. Alex Van Hook got it stolen away from him. Here comes the Greyhounds back. They're running. They're running Greyhounds.
They do live up to their nickname. They do run like Greyhounds. Quick passes, quick movement of the ball.
Yeah, they're very smart with basketball, too. Not very many turnovers in this game.
And there's Mr. White with a strong drive to the bucket.
10 points, Christian White. 6-0 run here to start the second half. Not near as bad as it was to start the first half.
Nice look
Still,
there
hopefully
by Dre Smith. Inside to Jamison Hicks. The ball goes out of bounds off the Greyhounds, so it'll be the Stars' ball into their own bucket.
Kind of a stacked formation here for the Stars. See if we get someone diving to the basket. There he is inside the paint. Almost had to be a 3-second call.
There you go.
Good job,
Jamison
James.
respecting Christian White's ability to block his shot. Faked a couple of times and was able to get it up and in. Oh, mercy.
They converted with that one. Use two hands.
Yes, the two-hand slam by Christian White.
Yeah, see, the first time he used one hand, that was the problem. He should have used two.
Mr. White is also an Arkansas product out of Jacksonville, Arkansas.
Jacksonville, Arkansas. There's a bunch of Jacksonvilles in the United States.
Like every state
Florida,
has a Jacksonville just about. Oh, nice rebound there and take by Van Hook.
7 points for Alex
And again,
Van Hook.
those are the little things you're looking for. Strong rebounds, good shots, tough defense, not hanging your head, improving in areas you need to improve.
Absolutely. Think of the small things you can take, something positive.
And unfortunately, they're going to call Jamison Hicks reaching over the back there. I believe that's going to be his third personal foul.
I believe the play call is going to be
that's
Texas.
That was just his second personal foul. I had him with an extra one, so that's good.
Cameron Rose back into the game, number 32. Big boy down low.
Zach Bird there with a rebound, but lost control and went out of bounds. Goes to the Stars. Finally, Ike Moore missed a three. I don't know if that was his first one he'd missed this game, but he has certainly hit a few.
He's definitely been on fire here tonight. 3-point shot.
Double team out front there on Dre. He gets the ball inside to Hicks, but Hicks can't convert.
Fast break opportunity there.
Good hustle by McFarland.
Way to get back into the play and break that pass up. Good job, Al McFarland.
Al McFarland with major hustle on that play. Went past us and out of bounds and
he ran
turned around and got back underneath the bucket and caused a turnover. And that's what you like to see. You want to see that kind of effort and hustle. No matter what the scoreboard says, if you're going to play that hard, Coach Chumler is going to leave you in the game.
Without that effort and hustle, there's no point in playing. There's that Ike Moore. Going to be sent to the free throw line. This will be his first time at the line.
Going to be a foul on McFarland there. That's his second personal foul, fourth team foul of the second half. And Ike Moore at the line, he'll shoot two.
Looking for his first basket here in the second half, had 15 the first. Off the mark.
13, Garrett Finley checking back in for the Greyhounds, replacing Zach Bird.
The Greyhounds are 8 for 11 as a team at the free throw line. They at 9 for 12.
And a couple other substitutions for the Greyhounds. 11, Brian Kimmons checking in, and number 12, Caleb Henry, both coming in for Arkansas State Mid-South.
Here for the Stars here, you want to see some good ball movement, set some good screens, maybe see get something again down inside. Good ball screen there. Went off the ball screen, if you will. Got the ball back inside to Jamison Hicks. I mean, it's been
just unable to convert.
Never convert.
Dre has found him a couple of times down low and just unfortunately hasn't been able to convert the bucket.
Still in the man-to-man defense here for the Stars. Firing out, hands up. A good take there. That's a big boy move right there.
That was a big boy move. That's Cameron Rose back in the game. Again, their tallest player listed at 6'8".
Let's see about this free throw. Let's check out the rotation, see if there's anything like that from the big fella.
Foul was on Van Hook. That's his second. Rose, yeah, nice touch there from the line. Nice
Lefty
rotation
too.
On the ball, yeah. Jashad Fleming checking back in for the Stars, replacing Hicks.
You rarely see lefties in the game of basketball.
Very true.
They're special, kind of like a left-handed pitcher. They're special. 1 for 2 at the line. His first point of the game. And again, we've been able to get the ball inside pretty much in it whenever we want. It's all about converting once we get the ball inside.
Absolutely. They have some height and especially athleticism. And it's been a challenge when we get the ball down low to get a clean shot.
Nice screen there by Rose. See if he can post up. Nice job by Lamont Bell taking on the challenge of someone a lot bigger than you.
Rose with a nice look inside to Finley.
Rashad Fleming in the lane. Out to Dre Smith. He's been kind of quiet here recently. Trying to get him going.
Once
to the
again,
free throw line.
Takes it strong down the baseline. It's going to be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
You know, Dre's got 6 points here tonight. Been kind of quiet. Last night he had a really good ball game, and last night it made me think more of Dre Smith that we saw at the very beginning of the year that could easily go for 30 points.
Right, absolutely.
That's what we need from
And
Dre.
he certainly has that ability.
He really does. He's very explosive.
He is. Jamison Hicks going to come back into the game. He wasn't on the bench very long. Don't know if McFarland was. Looks like McFarland might be hurting a little bit. He might have got banged up a little bit on that last play.
He was walking pretty slowly over there to the bench.
Yes, he was. We definitely need him, so hopefully it's just a minor thing and he'll be back in the game soon.
Look up at the scoreboard, a 26-point lead here for the Greyhounds. It's grown just a little bit since halftime. Finley trying to look for a little high-low action with Rose, unable to convert there. But again, one and done. Nice block out there by Alex Van Hook. Technique. That's the way you teach it. Stolen again.
Still having turnover problems, though, on the other end, unfortunately.
Could have been called a foul there, but no argument there by number 11.
Nice.
And I like seeing that more than anything.
Absolutely. Yes. And nice hands by Jashad there. Getting to the ball, and it came off of the Greyhound player. So it'll come back to the Stars.
Again, everybody's been man-to-man pretty much the whole game. Dre Smith with a long ball. Kind of go to the free throw line, and you see a couple go in. Makes you have a heat check.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, one and done again on that trip down the floor. Not a bad shot, though. It was a good look. It just came up a little short.
Finley
with a three-pointer for the Greyhounds.
They got a bunch that can shoot the three. Well, I got them down to three. Only 3 players hit them, but it seems like they've hit a lot tonight. Another turnover here by the Stars. See if the Greyhounds can capitalize. Could have been called for another foul. But Finley cleans up the mess.
Yep. Second chance points again. The demise of the Stars.
Yeah, oftentimes we might mention it a whole lot during the broadcast, but you know it's it's what makes and breaks the ball game.
Absolutely. Finally got the ball down low, and Jamison able to convert there for the Stars.
James got 4 points here this evening. Last night he had 11.
And I believe all those have been in the second half.
All of them, yes, sir.
Trey Smith hustled there, almost with a steal, but couldn't quite get it.
Kind of jumping out at the defenders there. You don't really want that. You still want to shuffle your feet and get in a good closeout position as you're closing out to the defender. Not jump and lunge.
Last bucket there by Caleb Henry.
Very quiet here at Hall's Gymnasium tonight.
And there's a nice drive and take by Lamont and Bell. We could use some more of that. Certainly good to see him still hustling and taking it strong to the hole.
Well, we're looking about 10 minutes into the second half, and from that 20-point lead at halftime, they've gone up to 29 now.
Be a foul called there on Van Hook. I think that's going to be his third personal.
Foul is on Alex Van Hook, his third, team sixth.
Sixth team foul on the Stars, so one more, and Greyhounds will be in the bonus.
Yes, that's interesting. The Greyhounds only have one foul.
Yes. Oh, nice coast to coast there by Dre.
10 points for Dre. He's adding up.
And a steal on this end.
Nice ball handling too by Dre Smith. See if we can get something back inside. Alex Van Hook, I think he really wanted to shoot that ball.
He definitely had that look in his eye like, I really ought to cock this and shoot this three. And he thought about it again, and now he'll take a long two.
See, he was indecisive on whether he wanted to shoot a three-pointer or a two-pointer,
yes.
So he just shot the two that time.
As long as it goes in, we're happy with it.
That's right. So again, here on this end, the Greyhounds have been having great ball movement, a lot of different people touching on the offensive end, swinging it back and forth, setting good screens.
Absolutely.
It's really hard to defend, just like that.
Nice take to the bucket there by Caleb Henry. And again, just as Jacob was just talking about, you got a man-to-man screen is the way you play, and they play that very well on the offensive end.
That last bucket by Henry, 7 points. Just off limb, nice spin move into the lane, just out of control.
Yep. Move looked good, just not under control as he took the shot.
We'll stay on balance there.
Beautiful fast break there by Jalen Lynn with a feed into Finley. And the Stars had cut into the lead a little bit, but now it's back up to 29.
So what kind of post move Jameson Hicks has here. Come to Sazer, blocks it. Here's Sazer again. Could have been called for a foul, but I think the rest might just let that one go.
Yeah.
As he gathers his basket.
Sasser with the basket there. Another Arkansas product. He is from a freshman from Little Rock.
Jameson Hicks good. Way to go right back at Sazer.
That's good.
6 points.
You definitely want to see that. You got your shot blocked last time down the floor, but doesn't mean you're going to the next time.
You have short-term memory in the game of basketball.
You have
Can't
to.
remember it.
You have to.
Nice backdoor cut by Caleb Henry. Wow.
Mercy.
That was a good backdoor cut. Coach Summer's going to take a timeout. Let's take one, too. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
We're back here for the final 7:46 here in the second half. Pretty quiet night here in Hall's Gymnasium, but hopefully everybody's staying dry. We've had the flood of the century. No, not the century, but it's been a bunch of rain here,
We've
Paul.
had a lot of rain.
The
We've had a whole
floodgates
lot of
are
rain.
up, right?
The floodgates are. The gates are up on the wall, yes.
You know something's going on when you put those up.
Yeah, you put the gates up in the wall, then you know that you've had some massive rain, and they're calling for even more. So,
how often has the gates been up? How many times can you remember your gates being up? Have you always lived in Paducah?
no, I've been here a little over almost 11 years.
Almost
now.
11 years, and you've been at Lone Oak Church of Christ for almost 11 years now,
Yes,
right?
sir. That is
Right.
what brought me here.
Do you remember how many times? I know maybe last year. I think the gates were
I
put the gates up last year.
This is probably only I don't
How
know.
often you do it?
Fourth or fifth time, maybe once every 2 or 3 years, maybe.
I know they mentioned the crest was going to be 49.5, and at 50 is when it would actually come into the streets, maybe, or
Right.
something like that. So,
nice.
pretty close.
Nice over the back shot there, lay up there by Hicks.
He's a second half player. Last night, a lot of his points came in the second half. Got 8 points here in the second half tonight. Again, good ball movement here by the Greyhounds. Just very poised, under control. Nice little bump.
Brian Kimmons there trying to take the baseline, and Jameson Hicks saying, not going to take the baseline.
That's right. Nice little bump
while
outside.
I'm standing here.
You're going to have to go through me if you want to take the baseline.
You want the baseline, you're going to have to go through me, buddy.
There was that Hicks' third foul.
7th team foul on the Stars.
And with that bucket there, do you know if 22 is here tonight? Is number 22, has he played?
I don't think so.
I don't think he's played. With that being said, everybody who's played has scored.
Wow.
And that's number 22's here. 22 has not scored. He's the wild card. Talking, of course, for the Greyhounds.
He was in their scorebook, but I'm pretty sure he has not been in the game.
31-point lead for the Greyhounds, under 7 minutes to go. It's a good take, but Jameson Hicks says, get out of my way.
Jameson Hicks, once again, strong on the offensive glass. Like to see that.
Yes, sir. Nice move there by Jameson, just to be able to create space. Use your body in great ways. Cameron Rose, big 6'8", shooting threes. We'll take that.
Yeah, if the big man wants to shoot threes, we'll take that all night long.
Montbell with the
very
leak
nice
out.
in transition there. Montbell with a nice bucket.
15 points for the Montbell. Unofficial.
And with 6 minutes left in the ball game. Greyhounds have only outscored the Stars by 6 thus far in the second half. So we applaud the Stars for a tough second half effort.
Kind of hold and serve. Nice.
And a charge foul be called against Garrett Finley.
There was a good call there, too. I think Alex Van Hook got his feet outside the restricted arc.
Very good position. Took the charge and causes the turnover.
Love the camera angles we have here at Hall's Gymnasium now. A lot of great things happening for this ball club.
Indeed.
Almost like they went to a zone defense here. No, that's still man-to-man. Lamont Bell.
Lamont Bell with a nice three-point basket.
30-second timeout. Let's just keep it here this time. Lamont Bell, he's knocked down 3 trays. He's a difference maker. We kind of talked about him in the early going. If he's going to have a good night, the Stars are going to have a good night.
Absolutely. And he has had some bright moments in tonight's game. That last three-point bucket cut the lead to 23. It was a 20-point lead at the half.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of like how we're judging ourselves. Just kind of hold serve here in the second half, and don't get up don't get down too much, but see if we can cut into it. Doing pretty good here in the second half.
Absolutely, good shot of Coach Chumbler there, with the club gathered around him, talking about and showing some things there on the whiteboard that he wants to see them execute out on the floor.
Absolutely. The Stars are going to have a day tomorrow to kind of prepare at probably a light practice, I'm sure, with 2 games back-to-back, and then you play again on Saturday. So a lot of basketball games to end this season.
Absolutely, and again, looking forward to that final time that you can see the Stars play this year. Will be at the WKCTC Invitational on Saturday, March 2nd. So please make plans to come out for that. As part of that Invitational, they will have Cam's Challenge. That'll be at 3 o'clock that afternoon. And some former local players. You can come back and watch them play. And it's for a great cause, as they will be talking about and encouraging people to sign up for organ donation.
A lot of former players, like you mentioned. I want to mention one, J.D. Harmon. He's normally here, and he was a big standout for UK football here recently. He just graduated. He's typically back here, and he's always good for several dunks in the game.
Absolutely. Very, very athletic young man.
Makes Paducah proud.
Absolutely.
A lot of people do. A lot of people.
Stars back on their end of the floor, looking inside to Jamison Hicks.
He's been wanting the basketball here in the second half. We've been getting to him.
Been trying to get position down low and has had several opportunities and converted on several opportunities. Just not that last time.
Inside, nice high-low pass there by Cameron Rose.
Very nice.
Nice soft touch.
Finished
Finley
there
has
by
scored a
Finley.
bunch.
Yes, he has.
I have him down as 10 made field goals.
Mercy. Jamison going to show a little range.
He does.
Nice little 10-footer there along the baseline.
12 points for Jamison Hicks.
And the Stars came out with a little pressure full court that time. Maybe that was what Coach Chumler was drawing up on the board, was a full court press on a made bucket.
Yes, sir. Under 10 on the shot clock. Keep that in mind here. 5. Cameron Rose. You do your work before the basketball's going to come to you. You got great position beforehand, and then Jamison Hicks was kind of already beat there.
He did.
Is that his 4th?
I believe that's his 4th. Team foul number 8. Just good position there by Rose. 6'8", big body, kind of hard to get around him when he's in position without fouling.
As a fan, you look at the scoreboard and see the fouls is 8-2, but really they haven't been fouling. We haven't really been putting the pressure on to foul. Us.
Very, very true. McFarland looked like he thought about a 3. Nice entry pass there by Smith into Fleming. And Fleming's going to draw the foul.
I will send Jashon Fleming to the line. He's got 2 points. He's 0 for 1 at the free throw line tonight. Looking at a 28-point deficit. See if we can cut into this just a touch more.
Last foul was on Rose. That's his 2nd, team 3rd. Fleming at the line for 2. First one's good.
Yeah, last night we played Earl C. Clemens. They're from Morganfield, Kentucky. And so is Jashon Fleming.
Oh, very nice.
Played at Union County High School. 2nd region, folks.
Ike Moore checking back in for the Greyhounds. Be aware of him anytime he's in the vicinity of the 3-point line. Nice pressure here by almost causing a turnover.
Al McFarland left his feet, didn't he?
He did.
He was on top of Rose. See this replay.
Watch the replay here. He went up and went piggyback.
Just catch me, big fella.
Yeah, that can definitely be dangerous. You hate to.
Good sportsmanship, though.
Absolutely, and you like to see that as well.
Oftentimes you don't in today's game.
No, that's so very true.
Sometimes.
Rose at the line, and he hits the first.
Got a good-looking free throw shot.
He really does.
For 6'8".
Yeah, especially for a big man. Really nice backspin rotation on the ball. Comes off his hand well.
Sure does.
2 for 2.
4 for 5 on the night.
That is impressive for a big man like that to be able to shoot those kind of percentages from the free throw line.
All right, Paul, do they make it to 100?
I'm hoping not.
I don't think they will.
Let's hope the Stars will continue on with some intense defense and maybe keep them underneath that century mark. And Rose in good position there, yeah. Again for.
Just tell I think that was a good call there. I think it was.
We'll take it. Foul is on number 11 of the Greyhounds. That's Brian Kimmons. Only their 4th team foul, so no free throws involved, but the Stars will get the ball.
30-point lead for the Greyhounds. They're going to travel back to West Memphis tonight after the game.
Oh, that one did everything but go in.
Everything.
Shaw fighting hard down low. And is going to be rewarded by a trip the free throw line. Looks like Garrett Finley may have taken a shot in the gut. Mm-hmm. And he comes over to the sideline and kind of holding his side. Don't know if he caught a rib or just not the air knocked out of him.
Definitely caught something there.
Absolutely.
Really holding his that side, like you said.
Fleming at the line.
3 for 4.
Hits the first of 2.
He's got 5 points tonight. Good solid game here by Josiah Fleming. Second one's up and good as well. Cross-court pass there by the Greyhounds. 5 man-to-man defense here for the Stars. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the game. No too much passing there.
Yep. Nice steal there by Dre. He brings it back down to the Stars' end. Fleming with a fake.
Wish you would have shot that one because you would have gave yourself an opportunity.
Yes.
Go ahead and shoot that.
And you like to see that. Lamont's not happy that he lost control of the ball there and it went out of bounds. And even in a lopsided game, he expects better from himself.
Well, we're going to wrap up this game too, Paul. Can't talk about enough just how much fun it is doing these games with you. It's going to be the last one for several months, I assume.
Absolutely, Jacob. I've certainly enjoyed working with you this season. And sorry you're not going to be around for the Invitational to finish out the season with us, but we certainly have enjoyed your efforts and the things that you have brought and added to each one of these home games at Hall's Gymnasium.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm going to miss Saturday as well. It's going to be a lot of people here. I really do believe there's going to be a lot of people here in a great basketball atmosphere, and glad that we can have you here to keep on keeping on.
We will look forward to it and hope the Stars play well in the Invitational. Hope they'll be in that championship game at 7 o'clock that Saturday night. And it'd be nice for them to win here at Hall's Gymnasium in their own Invitational and put the trophy in the trophy case.
It's always the last game of the year you want to end on a good note. You know, then if you lose the last game of the year, it's like the whole off season is like,
absolutely.
You want to end on a high note for the Stars. March 2nd. This game's all but over. They're not going to get to 100 points, so we kind of cracked down here at the very end. Held serve.
Ike Moore gets it inside to Rose. Rose out of control shot, but followed back up by Bird.
32-point lead here for the Greyhounds. Under 20 seconds to go. See who's going to hoist up a shot here for the Stars. See if we can get it.
Fleming will take one. And gets the home court roll.
That's right. That's going to do it for this game. It's going to be 95-65. It was kind of an uphill battle from the very beginning.
It really was.
It was a 23-2 start for the Greyhounds, and we could never come up from it, if you will.
No, they did not handle the pressure well there in the beginning. Allowed the Greyhounds to get out to a big lead, insurmountable lead.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we see positives in the game. That second half only outscored by 10, whereas the first half we were down by 20 at halftime. And it looks like Coach Chumler is going to head over our way.
Yeah, we'll get him in here for a little post-game interview. Again, Paul, appreciate so much for what you do for us and helping us out, and we'll see you next year, okay?
Sounds good, Jacob. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks so much. We're watching WKCTC basketball action.
At West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we offer online classes that are flexible, affordable, and fit your life. Classes to help you make a better life for yourself and your family.
Half of the classes that I took at WKCTC were online. I took those because they were convenient, because they allowed me to go at my own pace, and they allowed me to work.
Online classes can allow you to start or advance your education while you are still working or taking care of your family.
I would say to people that are motivated and disciplined to definitely take some online classes at WKCTC.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back here, basketball fans. We're going to wrap things up here this evening at Hall's Gymnasium. We got the head coach from the Stars, Mr. Mike Chumler. Coach, hard-fought loss here this evening, but you can always still take some positive out of it. Got a free day tomorrow. Sure, you're going to come in here for maybe a light practice before we head to Three Rivers on Saturday.
Right. And with this game, you take away the first 5 minutes, we played them within 10. We got down 22-2 and then played them within 10 the rest of the way. And we just got a terrible way of shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah. Right from the get-go.
We don't have a true point guard whatsoever, and next year that's our main point of emphasis for recruiting. We're recruiting 5-point guard.
That's right.
And if we take care of that, just take care of the ball. We have the most, you hear it all the time when you're watching ball games, live ball turnovers.
Exactly.
Live ball turnovers lead to points, and that's what kills us.
100%. And in turnovers too, but I see some bright spots in Jamison Hicks. His second half last night, second half tonight, you get him on the post and he does some good things.
He does. And I think Russ and those guys, they do a great job of calling the games. But I don't think he gets fouled for just being big.
Yeah,
he's a big, strong kid, and I don't think they're always vertical on him. I think they come over the top. But, I mean, they didn't come over top 30 points worth. Russ and them do a great job. I can't complain. But Jamison's learning. He's learning to play.
There's 2 home games left for the Stars. That's going to be on March 2nd. The first one's going to be March 2nd. Just put it on your calendar and come to Hall's Gymnasium for the whole day.
Right.
11 o'clock, Stars play Earl C. Clements. 1 o'clock, Elizabethtown plays UC Harrodsburg. We was talking about them a little bit.
Right.
Number 3, Cam's Challenge. Tell me what that means to you, being able to have the news here and things like that, what it all means to you for that day.
Oh, it's a great day. The main thing is, the news is great and all that. But, I get to spend time with the recipients of Cam's organs. And, we get to promote a great cause. And I get to see a lot of young men I've known since they were 7 years old.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's I tell everybody it's not just a day about Cam. It's a day the community can come together and celebrate
Absolutely.
each other, and it's a fun day.
I think it's wonderful. There's going to be like a little table set up for the organ donor.
Yes.
To be able to.
Yeah, you can sign up, and if you sign up or prove you're in the registry, however, they got the registry, I guess.
Yeah.
You'll be entered to a drawing for a 55-inch TV.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And,
there's a lot more important things sometimes than the game of basketball.
oh, that's exactly right. That's what's great about having Coach Vahue here, because Coach Vahue and I, we're on the same page. And
this is a coach from Elizabethtown.
Yes. Coach Vahue's a great guy. And he's one of my better friends in coaching. And we both have the same goal, and he'll be wearing a Cam Challenge shirt when he coaches. Exactly. It's just where we are.
Just a class act guy, truly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, we go for the road on Saturday, but we will be back here at Hall's Gymnasium on March 2nd. We look forward to it, Coach.
All right, appreciate
Thanks
you.
Again. We'll be right back with Mr. Gary McLean and wrap things up. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
And we're back here at Hall's Gymnasium to wrap things up here this evening. We want to wish safe travels back to West Memphis for the Greyhounds. And for your stars here tonight, just a little bit short.
And before you write ugly emails and send your cards and letters to the dean of the school saying I was putting down the school, I was not. I apologize. I was just kidding because, like I
apologize for laughing.
So. Yeah, and like I say, this team was tough. Now I'm serious. They were all over.
They're top notch in JCAA Division I. So
you can expect them. If they all could handle the ball.
Oh yeah.
The whole team could. So that's what made it hard. But I didn't mean anything about it. I love my stars. I've been doing this for I think this is my 10th year to do this, and I love my stars, and I'm always here every chance I can. So
if you come to a game, you're going to see Gary McLean. So.
All right, let's see here. For Arkansas State, we had Comrie Mars. He ended up with 3. Jalen Lynn had 4. Jalen Sasser had 4. Shaheed Halk had 7. Ike Moore had 16. Brian Kimmons had 2. Caleb Henry had 10. Garrett Finley had 23. Zach Bird had 4. Christian White had 12, and Cameron Rose had 10. So if you look at that right there, every single player that played tonight scored. So that kind of speaks for itself, how tough they really are and everything like that. They ended up with 5 fouls during the second half there for a total of 13 for the game. And in the West Kentucky Stars, we had Dre Smith. He had 10 for the game. Alex Van Hook had 9. Lamont Bell had 16. Al McFarland had 10. Jamison Hicks, he was posting up big time this tonight. Bless his heart. He did everything he could do to get around them big guys.
He played his heart out.
He did great. He played and scored 12 points. Jashad Fleming scored 8. We had a total of 8 fouls the second half, 14 for the game, with a total of 65 points.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gary. You are the man with all the stats.
Oh,
we appreciate it.
I try.
We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here tonight. Tune back in March 2nd, 5 o'clock for the third place game and 7 o'clock for the championship game. This is my good buddy Gary McLean for the last time this year for me. Be sure and check in March 2nd. You've been watching WKCTC Basketball Action.